Seriously, if you thought that the Apple versus Epic game lawsuit was epic, wait for the new one. As yes, it looks like Facebook is suing Apple for very hilarious reasons coming from them. Smartphone quarter results for Q4 2020 are in, and there's someone else in the throne this time, and it seems that Samsung's next Galaxy Tab is in line to being a pretty powerful package now that Apple has revived the market. I'm Jaime Rivera, and guys, I'm just gonna leave a poll in the community tab to see everyone's preference over today's question of the day, because seriously, I'm torn with this one. This is Pocketnow Daily. So yes, today's official news begin with deals, but you might want to run. We're running out of time. Probably by the time you watch this video, they'll already be gone. Yes, today is the last day for the pre-order deals on the Galaxy S21 series. And everything we got in the Galaxy Unpacked, though it got slightly sweeter. The Galaxy S21 is currently available for just $75 if you have an eligible device for trade-in with up to $100 in instant credit. The Galaxy S21 Plus is available for $200 with a trade-in, and you get $150 in instant credit on your pre-order. And finally, the Galaxy S21 Ultra is available for $400, and you also get $200 in instant credits. And don't worry, the 6 months of Spotify Premium or 4 months of YouTube Premium are still here depending on which device you pick. And remember, we have deals on the award-winning UB Pro rugged case from SUPCASE. Use promo code 10Pocketnow on Amazon to get 10% off, or use promo code Pocketnow15 on SUPCASE.com to stay protected. And of course, your favorite trade-in deals from last year are still on, like the case of the Galaxy Z Fold 2 starting at just $999, and the Galaxy Note 20 series for just $450, again with an eligible device for trade-in. Now moving on from Samsung, B&H currently has the M1 MacBook Pro for $80 off, starting at $1219, and you can also get the OnePlus 8 for $330 off, leaving the entry-level model for $460. Finally, the Google Pixel 3 XL is $500 off the original price, meaning it starts at $500. We have more deals on Razer peripherals, TVs, and others in the description. And don't forget, we are giving away a Samsung Galaxy S21 and Galaxy S21 Ultra in partnership with SUPCASE. So follow the first link in the description, enter promo code PocketnowGalaxy. That'll enhance your chances to win. Now, let's continue talking about Samsung, but no, not about deals this time. Let's actually begin discussing over the company's tablet plans, as if you're looking for an Android tablet, Samsung is literally what's left, and who does it better? We don't have any information directly from Samsung, but it seems that it's time for the Galaxy Tab S8. According to a YouTube channel called The Galax, the Galaxy Tab S8 will be powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 SoC, 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, and up to 512 gigs of onboard storage. These tablets will reportedly get the same display configuration we currently have with the Tab S7, with the same fingerprint sensor location as well. For those of you wondering, we're talking about an 11-inch 120Hz LCD panel for the smaller variant, a 12.4-inch 120Hz AMOLED display for the Plus variant. When it comes to the battery, these will also stay the same, with the Tab S8 getting an 8,000 mAh power pack and the Plus going for 10,900 mAh. However, fast charging will be downgraded to 25 watts, which seems to be Samsung's new way of doing things. Now, we don't know exactly how accurate these leaks are, but they don't look too far-fetched. It is possible that they're actually the real deal. Now, let's see what we end up getting, as last year we got, the Tab S7 pretty much with the Galaxy Note 20, so I guess around that time frame probably, or probably earlier, we don't know. Now, Sony has been in the spotlight as of lately because of their Xperia Pro, and yes, you know that it's not necessarily been a positive spotlight. It is about that time for us to get a refresh of the Xperia I flagship. Now we have some new and pretty high quality renders from the Xperia I Mark III from OnLeaks. It pretty much brings Sony's signature design, looking a lot like its predecessor with a 6.5-inch 4K OLED display at the front. At the back we get a triple camera array, and even though we don't have much information on what two of the lenses will be able to do, one will reportedly be a periscopic zoom lens. This phone will reportedly support 5G, it'll bring a headphone jack, and it also is getting a micro SD card slot. Listen to this. Sony's also adding an extra shortcut button, which could serve as your camera trigger. Like, seriously, Sony, thank you. We don't have much information on the internals just yet, but we are expecting some flagship specifications because I mean, it's Sony. We'll see what we get as, well, last year these products were announced at MWC. That has been postponed. It could just be that we get them in the new MWC that's happening in the summer. And I know, it still feels like 2020, and sadly, it's still not over. But now that we're getting quarter results information, I guess I was expecting to hear some negative numbers, but actually it's the complete opposite. According to reports from IDC, Canalys, and others, Apple took the first spot and shipped over 81 million smartphones in Q4 of 2020, grabbing somewhere between 21 and 23.4% of the market. In second place, we have Samsung with 62 million units, and of course, we've got Xiaomi taking the third spot. Things are definitely looking kind of rough for Huawei. Of course, when it comes to the whole year, Samsung came on top with 255 million units, despite having a 14% decline from the previous year. Apple retook the number 2 spot by shipping 210 million iPhones. Huawei fell back to third spot with 189 million units shipped, and going back to Samsung a bit, despite the pandemic and the lower sales, the company was able to keep 211.5 billion in revenue, which is almost a 3% increase. When it comes to Apple, they posted an all-time record revenue of $111.4 billion for the first fiscal quarter of 2021, which amounts to a 21% growth. Tim Cook also mentioned that there are currently at least 1 billion iPhones active at the moment. We even hear that Apple has reignited the tablet market that hadn't grown since 2014 because of their new approach to the iPads and making them less expensive. So we'll see how this new quarter goes, as obviously now that we've got new Samsung Galaxies, that's going to be interesting. And finally, for the hottest and I would call most ridiculous news today, let's bring on down the new company who thinks that they could pretty much tell Apple what rules should be applied in their own store, because it is their own store. First we had Epic Games, and now Facebook is suing Apple, and oh boy, you won't believe for what. This is an antitrust lawsuit that contends that Apple, in opening quotes, has abused their power in the smartphone industry by enforcing the App Store rules that they don't have to follow, closing quotes. Within this, they will most likely argue rules like Apple's tax whenever someone makes an in-app purchase, which makes it harder to compete for certain developers, which is funny because that's definitely not Facebook. Now, we know how it went for Epic Games though, and Facebook is planning on building their case around iOS 14's new app tracking transparency features, which allow users to choose if they want to be tracked or not. Facebook is alleging that giving you a chance to choose if you want to be tracked is unfair because this does not appear on Apple's own applications, offering them a competitive advantage. Now, what's hilarious is that Apple's applications do not track users or share their data for advertising purposes. So straight off the bat, it sounds like Facebook is shooting themselves pretty much in the foot. Apparently, they also want to argue over the fact that you can't set other applications as your default messaging app on iPhones, as, of course, you should set the Messenger as your default app, right? Facebook is even considering inviting other companies like Epic Games into the party after what happened last summer. Now, despite all of this, and even some Mark Zuckerberg statements against Apple, this case might not even be admitted in court, mainly because of resistance from some Facebook employees, which are concerned on them playing the victim card, especially with their legal past. And alright, let us know in the comments down below, who do you think is right? Do you think it's Facebook trying to play Robin Hood, or Apple? Because I'll tell you this much, I would rather just have a choice. I don't understand why Facebook is so worried about consumers being able to choose if they want to get tracked or not. It's not that the feature is being removed, you just get to pick what you would like to happen. And I'll tell you this much, like, I actually do find some of these ads to be useful. I'd rather have something that's tailored to me than something that's not. But then again, I also don't want to be tracked to get that. That's just me. Leave us a comment down below and also participate in the community tab, as we'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram. And follow me on my personal handles to see me enjoy some of the coolest t-shirts ever. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.